tell them how our morning started.
This morning? Um, well, this morning, it's really hard for me like to talk about this kind of subject across camera, but Israel at the moment it's not the safest place. Our enemies attacked us today, and it's really hard performing tonight and be happy and spread our love and joy, while our families and friends around there aren't safe. I'm sorry. So we need to put it aside and try to make the best out of this weird situation, but it's not easy at all.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
I think that tonight is the perfect example of our mission here, right? This is maybe the hardest day since October 7th in Israel. And what we're doing is here, standing here on the other side of the world, representing not only our country, but, us as people, and the message that we have to say that is far beyond wars and all those stuff. And just, making people feel good and making people be able to go through the difficult times that everyone are going through right now.
Just that dissonance, it's exactly what RGB is about. We have to embrace it all to enjoy life and just be thankful and grateful for being here, no matter how hard it gets, right?
I've been so green, I've been losing my soul. Said, why would you leave me when night turns to fall? I promise I won't die.
I think I was around 12 when I really discovered that I like music. It was my dad who bought me like my first guitar and taught me the first few chords. And I think that really from that moment on, I knew that that's what I want to do in life. And really I think around 20 or 21, I think it was 7 or 8 years ago that I realized that this is what I do professionally. And then and then Noy and I met and we started this band. So regarding what I was listening to, really I listened to a lot of things, starting from musicals to soft rock from early 2000s to R&B to pop. Really trying to benefit from everything.
Mac Miller,
Mac
one of
Miller,
your
right,
faves.
one of my favorites.
I love Lily Allen. She's my soulmate, I think. Maybe she doesn't know that, but for me, she is. Amy, God bless her. And yeah, I don't know. We've all been into music for a really long time since we were kids. And I'm more cautious and reserved and like, are you crazy? Are you going to be a musician? Not sure. Then I met Roy and he was like, stop being a bum. Let's make a band. So that's how it started. Kenny, take it from here.
Well, Mac Miller is a great answer. Anderson Peck as well. And for me, like my ideal artist is FKJ. He's doing like really crazy things, which I really appreciate. So yeah, I think that will be my top 3, definitely. Well, Noi called me while COVID happening.
We knew each other from high school.
Yeah, we knew each other from high school, and it was COVID, so I was at home, and she called me, and she was like, "I have a band. We need a keyboard player, and maybe you would like to join." And I had nothing to do at that time, so I had my free time, and I was listening to you had by then two songs are out, and it's all I need to understand that I want to be part of it. And unfortunately, I wasn't involved, but I got in as ASAP.
Yeah, and regarding what was the first recording, it was a song called Perspective, which I think is like the most rock song that we ever made. It's hard, overdrive guitars and really like extreme drums. So yeah, that was the first song.
I just think part of RGB is the evolution from green to blue to red. I don't know. And there's always more to wait for.
Yeah, so actually, this is, as Noy says, exactly what RGB is about. So RGB stands for red, green, and blue, which are the bases of colors in every pixel. and you can adjust the different tones of the red and the green and the blue to create a completely new color every time. So that's kind of what we try to do with our music. You know, in this song I want to be this color, and in this song I want to be that color, and you know, create an entire rainbow with our music.
Your turn.
Well, I just want to say, I know we released our album like 3 weeks ago, and we've been working really hard on this album, but I really expect for the next one, it's gonna be, in my opinion, as the producer, much more crazy and much more like we're gonna do things that we wanna do, that we are gonna love, and I really can't wait for like the next album.
Dramatic, dear. You know I'm not so sure, but something got me down the other night. You asked me if you're heavy on me, dear. It broke me, now it's clear. I can be a mess and look alright. I need a painkiller cause I feel everything. It's right in my mind. It's not your fault that everything's false. It's hard for me to be.
I feel like our music is always able to find the right ears, and we see it through our entire journey from the first song that we released up until today, the last album that we released 3 weeks ago. We constantly getting messages from different people how this album or specific songs from this album are really, you know, helping them through their lives and passing through difficult times. So I think from the first moment, even if some people resisted, it really doesn't bother me because I know there are people who need this music in their life. So yeah.
We try to share our light.
We have a really special tool, music, especially in these times where the world, you know, not everyone are big fans of where we come from, but I think that's exactly where our music speaks for itself. Eventually, we just want to spread the light that we're talking about, and we want to make people feel good, you know. There's more to life than just wars and politics and whatever's going on. It's also about feelings and about, you know, getting through this life. So this is what we're trying to do. Yeah.
I'll just add, I think we try to remind everyone through our music, we are all human. We all go through the same things, our ups and downs. We go through life, so let's just try to make the best of it together, and that's what we try to do, right?
Yeah, I agree. Actually, they say everything need to be said, so I agree. Yeah.
All the songs I write about you, girl. You took a shot in the dark and had it right from the start. Yeah, and I was just excited to write about you, girl. So don't leave me all day long, waiting for my songs to come. Yeah, yeah, I've been doing just fine, falling sick years, drinking wine, rhyming the same old shitty rhymes that wrote about you. Yeah, back in far away lands, back when we didn't understand. I usually try to stay high, but I was falling for you. I wanted some color, you wanted me blind.
We're hoping to release a deluxe album within the next half year, let's say, with some more songs and more surprises and maybe remixes. I don't know.
But definitely a lot of things coming soon, next few months. Both the deluxe album, we also have a few singles that we are working on, and as Salon said, the next album is already in the oven. So a lot to expect.
Can find my spark in the day. That's when I have you around. I look for it when it's late. No, I can't have you around.
We've been working on this last album for the past 3 years, and in this period of time, we didn't really tour. We decided to kind of focus on the music. We really wanted to make the best album that we can do in this time. It's also important to mention that the previous album we released was just when COVID hit, so we managed to do one album launch concert, and then COVID hit hard, and no more shows, no more touring whatsoever. That's when we decided to start working on the new album rather than continue touring. But now that we released that album, we're definitely trying to focus on performing and touring a little bit, both here in the States and in Europe and back in our home country. But yeah, that doesn't mean we're not going to continue releasing music. As I said, it's still coming.
Always something in the oven.
Yeah.
Always. Roy can't help himself. He'll write at night. He can't help himself.
I think that's that's a good thing and also a bad thing. We have so many demos of new songs that we are not able to touch, and we're not able to work on because there's so plenty. And for me, it's pretty hard because I want to produce all of them together. So yeah, that's hard.
I don't go to parties. You won't see me in the club. I don't got some bodies. I only have my love. And I don't do vacations in beautiful locations. I take my medications, even though I know it's wrong.
You can find us on Instagram and TikTok as well, at Listen to RGB. Do we have any more platforms that we are I don't think so.
Yeah, in general, Spotify, Apple Music, on Instagram, as Alon said, it's at Listen to RGB. YouTube, really wherever. It's the same handle everywhere. Just go check us out. Yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Roy.
Hi, I'm Noi.
Hi, I'm Alon.
Together we're RGB, and you just been buzzed.
I'm happy. I think you've lost me in the rain. I'm beautiful and happy. I think I might just take a try.